Hi. So today I want to explore my relationship with the word or phrase everyone else, strangers, passers-by, because what inspired this impromptu investigation was a few moments where I'm just walking out on the street and I realize, in a way, how paranoid I am, and defensive and reserved, and attacative, and angry, and frustrated, and irritated at the way people look at other people and then speak carelessly and basically gossip in front of their faces. I mean, these things happen, and mm, this phenomenon has brought the effect where I feel a very profound heaviness in my eyes, in the space between the back of my eyeballs and the eyeball socket. So, more specifically, I'm gonna investigate what that heaviness experience is. So here goes. Um, I think as a person who, as the kind of person that would slow down and lag behind until the very last person and then seek to catch up and stay with the crowd at the tail end of the crowd. Uh, uh, Gossip has been a recurring theme in my life, and from these vlogs and also my blogs on WordPress, you can imagine why people would reject and feel disgusted and deny and all the nasty things towards me, because I deliberately make myself the complete opposite of the modus operandi of the normal person, because the normal person is a damaged character, and a damaged character creates a damaged world, and we need crazy people that are willing to violate the logic of self-interest to aspire to a greater purpose. We need people like that, and frankly, I don't see myself having any future following norms, following normal people, following the principle of lying and lies and deceit. I don't see myself having a future if I do that. It's not even a temptation for me, because I really realize how I'm cutting my own arm off emotionally and physically, in the sense of the ability to apply common sense, if I side with lies, if I promote lying deliberately in my living. That would really break my own heart. That would. So that's why I don't go there. Yeah, it's quite simple and short. So relating that to my relationship with everyone else, the group. I think starting from late childhood to early teens was the idea was introduced to me that you have to be somehow symbolically, or at least appearance-wise, part of some group that would support you in giving you opportunity and also a sense of identity. In essence, the subscribing to the religion of how gangs rule the world. You might as well not call a business. Panasonic is not Panasonic. It's the Panasonic cartel, so to speak, etc., etc. The Loblaws cartel, the Welcome cartel, and it occurs to me that the essence of what makes a cartel function, of what makes a gang, like how people gather in a business, in a single business, the essence of what makes them functional is not their deceit or their lies or their appearances or their gestures or their symbolisms or their analogies. It's actually to say it briefly, the common sense behind the lying, behind the deceit. Not to say that lying and deceiving yourself is common sense. I don't mean to imply that, but basically what I'm saying is there is an ancestor and a lord that, and an essence and a critical chain of logic and reasoning by which the bad and the evil are protected. It is that which the good protects, and that from which the bad are protected. In a way, we're talking about common sense. And for now, as of right now, my only way of imitating and following this principle of common sense has been to obey my body, obey my physical body, and seek to greater understand the sensing of my physical senses and body, and basically imitate the conduct of my body rather than be preoccupied in fears and desires in my mind, in my one-track mind. And that simple change has exposed and revealed a lot of, exposed a lot of dichotomies and profound differences between the words I speak and the words I live. There's a separation. And it's one thing to say that. It's another thing to actually experience it as like a real-time, alive phenomenon where you realize, holy shit, I'm maintaining this separation between what I say and what I live. And relating that back to everyone else and my relationship to everyone else, I think what's important is to stick to common sense rather than, and stop romanticizing the idea of the group and being part of a group, otherwise also camouflaging as disguising itself as family, as friends, is also a sort of group. And it's not the people themselves that give you the opportunity. It's the principle of common sense and practicality as implied by common sense, by the physical, by this physical reality, that all people, from good to evil, all cherish and adore. So that was a nice ending to this. Yeah, that's all I have for now. Thanks. Bye.